Hi, I'm Chris Page, Page Fitness Athletic Club. Today I want to talk a little bit about a story that I think is pertinent to everybody out there. Whether you join a gym, or you're working out now, maybe you've been considering it for a long time. So bear with me a second here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about a friend of mine who's out in California and he needs to lose about 50 pounds, or I should say needed to lose about 50 pounds. He wanted to join a gym. So we talked. And I said, I want you to go out and I want you to just walk. I want you to go walk for a half hour every day. Just go out and walk. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to call you back. After 2 weeks, I stopped walking. And we totally did a 180. We flipped everything around on him. And he went from walking to interval training. And that's what I want to talk about today, is completely flipping your exercise routine a complete 180. Now, my friend, we switched up his diet. He was doing really well. And he joined the gym for 6 months. And he only lost about 10 pounds. So I went back and we talked a little bit, and I said, go into the gym and I want you to look around. I want you to see what everybody's doing. So he did. He took an hour and he watched what people are doing, and he came back a few days later and we talked about it. I said, well, what did you see? He says, well, the people who did the cardio machines, they did an hour of cardio. They went from the treadmill to the elliptical to the bike. They did an hour of cardio. And I said, well, what kind of cardio were they doing? He's like, they get on, they just go for an hour. I said, okay, you're not going to do that. So whatever you see them doing in the gym, I want you to do the complete opposite. So instead of doing an hour of steady state cardio, he went in, he did 20 minutes of hard interval work. He burned more calories in those 20 minutes than he did before doing an hour of steady state cardio. So what happened? He took his time, he condensed it down, he made it very efficient. He burned a lot more calories in 20 minutes of interval work. So he did 1 minute of running on the treadmill, followed by 1 minute of walking on the treadmill. Next week, maybe he did 2 minutes of real hard jog, followed by 1 minute of cardio. So over time, he increased his intensity level, but he didn't increase his time at all. But he was burning way more calories than anybody else was burning doing 1 hour. We did the exact same thing with his strength training routine. His strength training routine, he noticed everybody's doing machines, one machine to another, they're doing circuits. That's exactly what he was doing for a while. We switched it up completely. When he has an hour of work to do, he does a full body weight training routine, which is functional. He's pushing and pulling things off the floor. He's moving across the ground. No more weight training machines where he's just doing chest press or just doing rows. In fact, one of the things I asked him is, what did you notice with the guys in the gym? He says, well, I go in and I see them doing an hour of arms. I said, well, if you see them doing an hour of arms, you're going to go do an hour of legs. If you see them doing an hour of chest press, you're going to do an hour of rows. Completely the opposite, because people get into this routine where they work the front half of your body. In fact, Jamie Wood in one of our episodes talks about a 1-to-1 ratio, working one muscle group and the agonist. So if he's doing chest press, one chest press, you're going to do 1 row. If you do 1 push, you're going to do 1 pull. If you do legs, you're going to do 1 posterior chain and 1 anterior chain. So you stay with the 1-to-1 ratios. So in general, I want you to consider the 180 principle, completely opposite of what you've been doing. If you've been walking and you've been doing a walking program, it's time to kick it up a notch. Maybe jog for 100 yards, walk, jog for another 100 yards. If you're jogging now and you're running 10 miles, it's time to start adding in some plyometric work, some leg ground-based driving work to really increase your speed and your strength, ground driving power. So today, one of the videos we talked about was Jamie, the 1-to-1 principle. Consider everything you do as a 1-to-1, a push, a pull. Change it up a lot, and we can help you out with that at Page Fitness Athletic Club. For more information on our programs, visit us at pagefitness.com. I'm Chris Page. Thanks for tuning in.